We're going to talk a little bit of sports. I would like to hopefully get some comments out of everyone watching here late night. We'll go for a few minutes if anyone has any sports comments. Phone going off all night tonight. These Amber Alerts. You can't even put that stuff on mute. Um, so we'll get some good sports comments. It's a really packed time of sports. Somewhat because of the delays in sports with the coronavirus. The basketball playoffs still going on. The NHL playoffs still going on. The Tampa Bay Lightning dropped the game in overtime tonight, but the big game tonight was the Boston Celtics. They defeated the Miami Heat 121-108 and to force Game 6. Jason Tatum, a huge night at 31 points, 17 in the pivotal third period where the Celtics surged ahead and never looked back. If anyone has any comments on any of the sports going on, please please drop them in. We'll answer anything, or just maybe we'll start some new comments about sports or some new topics based on some of the comments from the people watching here tonight. We'll go for a few minutes, maybe 15, 20 minutes, if not longer. So we will discuss a lot of things. UFC 253, a huge boxing day tomorrow. So we'll get into that. Just getting back to the Boston Celtics. I think they have a shot right now in this series because they got it to where the pressure now I think is on Miami to win Game 6. Because if it goes to Game 7, I'm going to roll with Tatum and Brown and Kemba Walker to possibly win a Game 7. So that's where we stand there. Tomorrow is just a great sports day with all the college football, the basketball, the hockey, and of course. Three big boxing shows from around the country, actually from around the world. Where first in Germany, the World Boxing Super Series culminates with Myris Briedis taking on Junior Dorticos. The IBF Cruiserweight title will be at stake in that fight. Also, we will have in England, Josh Taylor will take on Anit Kongsong for the IBF and WBA junior welterweight championships. And also at night, the big Showtime pay-per-view, 6 big fights starting at 7 p.m. Eastern, headlined by the Charlo brothers, Jermell Charlo taking on Jason Rosario. That's the nightcap main event that will be for the unified 3 belts at 154 pounds. And the first main event, which probably is the best fight out of all of them, which will be Jermall Charlo taking on Sergey Derevyanchenko. That's going to be a heck of a fight. I'm torn on the fight. I'm leaning small towards Charlo, for both Charlos in the fights coming up tomorrow night. Also, there's a big UFC fight, UFC 253, between Israel Adesanya and Paulo Costa for the middleweight championship. Also, college football, a lot of big games. The headline game tomorrow is Miami taking on Florida State, in that terrific rivalry that they've had for so many years. It's lost a little bit of luster, Florida State. And I mean, Miami, for that matter of fact, they haven't had a great great stretch in the last few years, but Florida State really has fallen. But obviously, when those two teams get together, a lot of players from Florida, a lot of high school bragging rights, and we'll see what happens, in that game. I have a few picks that I have up here on the screen. I want to get back to the picks here. I kind of like Kentucky getting 6.5 points tomorrow. Louisville getting 2.5. Kentucky's playing Auburn, and Army getting 12.5 at Cincinnati. Army's 2-0. They play good ball. They haven't played anybody, but they've shown that they're a team to be reckoned with. A good football team. The Army Golden Knights. So and also the regular season and baseball regular season's winding down with some great races. My Phillies have just been terrible. They got the worst bullpen I've ever seen in my life. Their ERA is like 7.5, and they're just terrible. So like I said, just a few sports things. We'll be back probably tomorrow night. Actually, one more thing I forgot: Conor McGregor and Manny Pacquiao. That came up today, which is possibly to happen late in the year, maybe early next year. They're managed by the same group. I believe it's called Paradigm Sports. Aldi Altair is the manager of both guys. So it's a fight that I think can be made, and it seems like no one's denying anything. That's the thing that struck me. No one's denied it. Pacquiao hasn't came out and denied anything. I saw one of Pacquiao's advisors, a quote, Sean Gibbons, said that, Pacquiao will be fighting, most likely the beginning of next year. But I don't think he really denied that Conor McGregor was an option for Pacquiao. So we'll see, what the situation is for Pacquiao and Conor McGregor going forward. So that's about it. We'll wait a couple minutes see if anyone has any comments about anything going on in the world of sports. Tomorrow night we'll do a live boxing post fight after all the fights are done in Connecticut. Tune to 15rounds.com. See you right behind me. We'll have all the updates as they're happening for all the big fights tomorrow, all the results. Plus, we'll get immediate post-fight reaction. Go to my YouTube page, Abrams Boxing on YouTube, and we'll have a lot. And actually, this Facebook page as well. We will have a lot of the live post-fight press conferences as they're happening from the big Showtime fight on Saturday night from the Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. So, thank you for a few minutes for tuning in. I see we had some people on. Got some shy people on. No one wants to make any comments. So we'll give everyone a couple minutes. But it doesn't look like that. Doesn't look like anyone is commenting. So I guess we will wrap it up with that. And obviously we're going to build this and talk more. I think Sunday morning we're going to have an NFL show. I've been talking to my good buddy Glenn Foley. We're going to do an NFL show. We're going to break down all the games, maybe make some picks, try to win people some money. Glenn knows his stuff, played 7 years in the league. So got a lot of good things coming up. We got the fights tomorrow night. We will, like I said, do a nice post-fight wrap-up after the Jermell Charlo and Jason Rosario fight. And then Sunday morning, we'll come right back with a little NFL talk. So thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll talk to you tomorrow night.